In the months of January and February, it can really feel like winter is dragging on, and we long for warm weather and more sunshine. For most, winter is just more fun in December when we have the holidays. So when we had decided to move to Germany and away from the much warmer climate we had in the southern US, in Georgia, I knew I'd need to learn to love the winter. Well, I didn't have to learn to love the winter, but I didn't want to live here in Germany and be at odds with an entire season every single year. That's 4 to 6 months out of every year that I would not enjoy. We were moving much farther north on the globe, and the days would be much shorter in the winter than I was used to. So before we moved, I set an intention that I was going to make the best of the winters. And then, as is common with setting intentions, you begin finding the solutions that you need. I came upon the Scandinavian concept of hygge here on YouTube, and I really fell in love with it. Hygge is typically translated to cozy or pleasant. It derives from a 16th century Norwegian term, hygge, meaning to comfort or to console, which is related to the English word hug. Associated with relaxation, indulgence, and gratitude, hygge has long been considered a part of the Danish national character. It's a way of life that you can practice all year round, and it means to take pleasure in the simple things. This could include recognizing special moments in each day and making your environment super cozy. Hygge is commonly practiced in Scandinavian countries where the winters are long, cold, and much darker than even here in Germany. So from them, I've been learning how to make my home environment super cozy and warm, which I have found does help with warding off some of the winter blues. It also helped to change my overall mindset about winter, from dreading the cold and gray days to thinking of this season as the cozy season. The season where I have an excuse to be less busy, to wear cozy clothing, and to make my home a cozy winter retreat. We light a fire in our stove as often as we can. I wear warm, soft sweaters, thick wool socks, and sweatpants while at home. In the afternoons, I'll pour myself a delicious cup of tea and use my antique porcelain tea set I bought here in Germany. For me, the tea set makes the moment extra special. Instead of just waiting until the weekend or holidays or going to a restaurant for special moments, I create the special moment right in my own home. Having something special in each day really helps, even if it's something small like wearing your favorite earrings or favorite hat. I also enjoy lighting candles and having twinkle lights on when the day is gray outside. It has that light and sparkle that we crave during the darker months. Each night at dinner, we light candles and eat by candlelight. It makes us feel as if we're in a special restaurant. I prefer to use the lamps in the house as it's a cozier light than the overhead incandescent lights. A much softer, cozier glow. I have essential oil diffusers, so I love to put something in it that smells amazing and enjoy the fragrance before bedtime, or anytime I want a lovely fragrance. I also like to do more baking during the winter. It's a very warm and cozy thing to do. Another thing that helps me is to keep the clutter down in my home. It helps me to feel less stressed while inside. I also have left up a few of my favorite Christmas decorations as they are cozy and warm. I am very intentional about the decorations in my home, only bringing things into my home that I truly love. In the evenings, one of my favorite cozy things to do is to have a bubble bath or a bath with Epsom salts. Epsom salts, especially, are very healthy for your muscles and help you to relax and feel rejuvenated and calm. It gets you ready for sleep. A warm, steamy bath is one of the coziest things I enjoy in the wintertime. When I leave the house, I make sure to dress well for the weather, which is something I have learned well from the Germans after moving here. Northern Europeans all have a famous phrase, "There is no bad weather, only bad clothing." As long as I am warm outside, I can fully enjoy the snow and fresh, cold air. So having warm, proper clothing is a must if I am to be outside. Which is another point. I make sure to get outside, even in the cold, and take walks. Being in the cold helps me to enjoy the weather and not fear it, not be in opposition to it. I have even taken cues from my children who see snow as their playground. It helps me to get outside and have snowball fights with them, help them build their snow forts. We go skiing and walking in the snow. And then when we come back inside, we make the moment even more special by drinking a warm, yummy drink like a hot chocolate, tea, Kinderpunsch, or Glühwein. I think we can also take our cues from nature. Nature shows us that this time of year is a time to slow down, to go within, to feel a sense of calm and peace. It's a time to rest and rejuvenate ourselves. In our very busy go, go, go world, this can be quite a challenge. So even if your daily schedule can't change very much in the winter, you can give yourself permission to find things that bring you joy during the cold. It will look different for each of us, but it's a step we can take to make peace with winter. I have been very pleasantly surprised to find that I now actually love the winter and cold, and I'm not wishing it away for spring and summer. There's a lot of wisdom in approaching this season, as the Scandinavians do, to think of it as a warm hug. While it may sound a little silly, I have found that it does work. I believe it's also part of a larger lesson. We cannot change the weather. Nature continues to be much more powerful than we are. So it's a call to embrace the things in life that we cannot change. Because when we can make peace with the things we are not able to change, we live much happier, less stressful, and more fulfilling lives. So I hope this video can also help you to learn to enjoy the beauty that is within winter.